back to the first day, viewers. So, aside from showing off one quick thing after I, slow down time, I've got some more important things to do now and forever. Okay, so yeah, I am only missing one bottle, and I will be actually getting that fairly soon. But for the time being, we actually want to go on and get that circus leader mask, because there is a quick cutscene that we can watch if you have the circus leader mask. So we need to go over to Milk Road. If y'all may have noticed, the Ingram twins look a lot like the circus leaders. Or the circus leader, that, guy with the mustache in Clocktown. By the way, it also cries. Big crying. And what's funny is their expression changes if you have the mask on. And that's it. That's all it does. You just get an extra bit of dialogue from those guys. Not a lot of people actually know about it because it doesn't lead to a heart piece or anything. So, we're finally off to the great day. Now, if y'all remember, talking to Miko, what was it? The 7 eggs of the Zora Princess have been stolen. So let's go get them back. Shut the fuck up, owl statue. No. There we go. As a Zora, as y'all can imagine, since we are a Zora, we can swim, jump up out of water, and do cartwheels. If you press the shield button while underwater, but not on the water floor, you can bring up a magical shield that does damage enemies. This is going to be the main way we're going to be fighting the next boss. Oh, there's what I'm looking for. Now then, these things took me about an hour to figure out what I was supposed to do with these when I first played the game. And by the way, if you press B, you immediately sink to the bottom of the floor. But, yeah. Now that we have done stuff, once we get up on land, this is why I was telling y'all to get the stone mask. Because, one, it'll make it easier for us to get a picture of these people. And this is important because it will net us a heart piece. But more importantly, it also makes traversing through the area a hell of a lot easier as well. These boats! Something not a lot of people realize is you can actually get on top of these boats. Just swim against them, and you just get up on top of it. And they'll take you for a ride, and you can attempt to get a decent picture. There we go. And so it's just a simple matter of me just riding over there because it's actually quicker to be on the boats to get over there than to swim it, unless you're a Zora. But getting out of the water can be potentially iffy because you can't take on or put off masks. You can't put on or take off masks in the water except for the Zora mask. So now that we've got a picture of the Gerudo lady there, doesn't matter which Gerudo lady you take a picture of, you just take one. You can actually continue. Up, down. Now you gotta be really careful when diving off the edge here because you do obviously have to be Mr. Zora, and you could potentially be seen. That's why there's this big gaps, because they programmed it to where you have to go into the door there. So, yeah. That's why there's that huge gap. Okay. Fishes. I usually only move that one a half step just because it's quicker to do things that way. I mean, half step forward, half step back, you can get through it real fast. It's not like I'm going to be coming back here once I'm done with this area, because if I remember right, there are no fishies you can, or not fishies, there are no heart pieces you can get here except for one, and I'm going to be getting that while I'm here. That'll fuck up. A lot of people find the Zora mechanics kind of tricky to use, and yeah, I'll give them that. It's kind of tricky to use. It's especially when you get up to a certain dungeon where you gotta jump out of the water. Yeah. Oh yeah, and obviously, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 masks before I've got all the masks. Well, 5 technically, but there we go, there's the 1 heart piece in here. Anyways, like I was saying, there are technically 5 masks, but the 5th one is a special mask that you get for getting all the other masks. Saying masks is kind of hard. Maskuses. Yes. Alright. Take off the bunny hood. I have no arrows. Now then. The Zora combat. If y'all have noticed, there is no boomerang in the game. That's because in the Zora combat, his fins are the boomerangs. They pick up monies, hearts, whatevers. Just, yeah, it is the boomerang of the game. And a little bit something extra. If we come up here, we get a couple pots that we can smash. And of course, you got your basic triple combo. The Zora fins just kind of act as your swords in this. And by pressing and holding the B button, obviously you get the, well, you know, boomerangs. And there is actually a mini game now that we've got now that we have the Zora mask. There is actually a There's actually a mini game that we can do now that we've got the Zora mask, because if you press and hold the if you lock onto a target, it'll, like the boomerang, expand outward. Come on, I'm on the platform. Fuck you, game, I was on the platform! God damn it. Anyways, we'll take care of that later as well. The first thing I'm doing after getting out of this area is getting the final bottle. There! Finally! How hard was that? Jesus. Quick answer, viewers? Not very. I just apparently suck at this. These things can be kind of problematic a little bit later on. And that's the Zora's jump attack. Goron does not have a jump attack, nor does the Deku. We've seen all the combat prowess of each character now. Alright, so welcome to the main Gerudo Fortress. Now the stone mask, while it does keep all these lesser people from seeing you, it does not keep everybody from seeing you. I mean, they turn to you as though they see you, but they won't see you. There are a select few who can see you, though, and I'll leave the mask on to point them out. That's for the time being. We need to come in here. There's a wasp. And there's the wasp nest. This is their kind of way of telling you what you need to do. And these people down here, whenever you see a Gerudo in a different set of clothing, they will be able to see you. Whether it be the Gerudo Queen there, or the Gerudo Warriors. Either way, if you tried to enter this room before coming here, we would not be able to progress because they'd be able to see you through the mask. The only treasure worthwhile is an item I can only use. Alright, so let's go on and clear out that room. But first we need arrows. Because the Deku Link is just a little bit too short. Now normally if you were trying to... Shut up, Shadow. Trying to go through here without the stone mask, you wouldn't be able to get through this area as quickly because you'd have to take your time and knock each of these Gerudos out. And they do wake up, by the way, viewers. After a certain amount of time, they will wake up. Come on, go through the door. And they also reawaken after you go through a door, so better be done with whatever area you just went to, because by the time you re-exit that door, they're going to be right back up. Anyways, for getting them the fuck out of the room, we get a hook shot. Aw, yeah. I actually rather like the design of the hook shot in this game. And since there's no peoples in here, I can just go on and take off the mask. Ah, damn. Just gonna borrow this egg. Hope you don't mind. Bye. You have fun with that. Now, unfortunately, this is how this area is going to go because once I discovered the joys of the stone mask, this area is pretty well much impossible for me to complete without it now, so I gotta constantly go in and out of menus. Now this one can be kind of tricky, because you gotta turn around. Also because you can't see that hookshot unless you're on top of the other platform, or the other hookshot bolt thing. Let's just go in this door. Where, in this treasure chest, a lot easier if you have the stone mask, is 100 rupees. Yeah.